It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Great, set.
Hurts throwing right away. Caught here, right side, no. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it, as he gets wiped out on that one. You look at this Bears defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Jalen Hurts, 63 yards. And the Lions need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Looking to put a drive together. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. To throw, it's Williams. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A give up the middle to Johnson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40.
That's good. For the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
To the air, Williams. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
It's 2nd down.
Here's Williams. He's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. That's complete. Luther Burden. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
A 10-yard gain.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
To return is Taylor. Oh, heck of a move. Man, 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Working out of the gun, Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Bears, first down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's good.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A gain of 15. And
looking to throw is Williams. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. At his size, he's a smaller back. He can get into football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing again here, Williams. We'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Bears, first down. 1st and goal, Chicago.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
the 6-yard line.
To throw, Williams. Touchdown! Colston Loveland, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Great. Set. Hey, let's go. Trim it.
Hurts. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. From the gun, it's Hurts. Down the field, he's got Mole. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
10 at the 50-yard line.
Great.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Throwing is Williams. Over the middle, he's going to find Burden. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Pass incomplete.
That's certainly a really good play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Open man down the field. That's Burden. Touchdown, Chicago. Luther Burden as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. In motion, the tight end. And they start the second half with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. From the gun, here's Williams. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle, Johnson. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Koo now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
That one out wide and intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They'll take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Williams. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 43 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. looking to put a drive together. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs to the 43, second down. Well, another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 24. That one good for 33 and a first.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac to Slaw from 19 yards away. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this to the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down at 7. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Breaks through the contact. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
No touch, no touch.
He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's another
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Gibbs. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And he is not going to get in as the big body stop him at the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
4th and goal.
No touch, no touch.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He trying to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
To throw, it's Williams. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Chicago.
To the air, Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's Williams. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's downfield. He's got Loveland. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is